Hi guys, I'm Lauren Terry from brightsonwhite.com. I'm going to show you how to make this cute little bag with handles and a zipper to close it. I love these bags. I made a lot of them this Christmas because if you just put in some crayons and then a little notebook, I feel like it makes the perfect gift for little kids. It's like a little artist bag that they can bring with them, and my kids have loved it. So the things you're going to need are a 9-inch zipper, 2 straps of some sort for the handles. These should each be 10 inches long. It doesn't really matter how wide they are, just whatever you want. And then you need 3 pieces, an outer part, which you can see I pieced this. I did it with scraps. You can also just do it with a normal thing of fabric. And then some lining and a piece of batting. And you want all 3 of these to be the same size. Mine are 9 inches wide by 16 inches long. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is attach the straps. So I just measured 2 inches from either side, and you can see here I've pinned on one end of my strap. Now I'm going to take it, it's going straight down. I'm just going to lift it up and pin it on right here. And then I just sewed along the top of this this edge so that it's not a 1/4 inch, so it's just like barely next to the top of the edge, and that'll just hold your straps on. And when you've done that, it'll look like this. And so that's going to make it so that yeah, our handles are sewn into the bag. It's really nice and durable. So after that, the next thing you're going to do is lay this out. All right, so you're going to lay the outer part of the bag with the handles attached, and you're going to want to have it facing up. So the right side is facing up. Then you're going to take just one side at a time, and you're going to put the zipper face down. So here's my little zipper part, and that's going to be face down. Okay, so you'll go ahead and pin that. Then you're going to do your lining face down as well. Okay, and pin that so that all the layers are flush at the top. And then the last thing you're going to do is the batting. And I know this looks strange, but when we turn this around after we've sewn it, it's kind of fun. It'll look nice and like a lined bag. And okay. I'm going to put one more pin in just for good measure. All right, so now you're going to bring this to your machine and you're going to sew. I do a 1/4 inch seam just right along the top here. And you're going to want to be sure to avoid your zipper. So I've already done one to show you. Okay, so you can see I started right here, not at the very edge. I started right here and I sewed all the way down to here. Now what I'm going to do is move this little zipper part. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to move that down so it's out of the way. And now I'm going to sew that last little inch that I couldn't get to before. And of course, whenever I'm recording, my bobbin thread freaks out. Okay. All right, now we're going to turn this around so you can see what we did. Okay, so you can see I've just opened this up. Here's our zipper. And here's one side of the bag. You can see how nicely the handle comes out just like that. And now we're just going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to flip this around like this so that I just have the outer part again and that it's facing up. Then with this part you need to be a little careful because you don't want to catch your handles in where we're sewing. So don't let this handle over here stay up. You have to put it, like, make sure that it's down like this. And then we're going to put this zipper face down, making sure all of our edges are flush, and then pin that. Then you can see I have this, and I'm just going to bring this around, and the lining and the batting, I'm going to pin that Okay, so now it's like this kind of funny, like double loopy thing. And I'm gonna, again, sew a 1/4 inch seam right along the top. Along that second top, and I've got this kind of double loop thing. I'm gonna put my hands in here where my outer part of the, like there's the outer part of the bag, and I'm just gonna flip this right side out. So you can see it's starting to look like a bag. There's the zipper and your handles. So now you want to just kind of straighten everything out, make sure that the batting and the lining are as flush with each other as you can get. Sometimes I kind of have to like just finagle it a little bit. Okay. And then you need to make sure, we're about to close off these sides. So you need to make sure to put this zipper head in the middle of your bag so that after we close off these sides and we sew it, you'll still be able to flip it right side out. Otherwise you'll have to unpick, and you know, happens, but it's nice not to have to. So now I'm gonna turn it inside, or yeah, inside out. So here's my lining, and I'm just gonna do 2 seams. First, I like to do a straight seam down this side, and then I like to do a zigzag, just so that none of these little edges get frayed or messed up. And then I do it on this side as well. So when it's the side where the zipper opens, you want to just go back and forth a couple times to make sure that this is going to stay really well. Do a straight stitch and then do a zigzag. So there is my zigzag stitch. And now the last thing you're going to do is we're going to sew these 2 triangles at the bottom to create kind of a different, like a base for the bag. And if I'm holding the bag, I'm going to hold it oriented like this, and it's inside out. Stick your hand in the middle of the bag and then turn it so that this seam is running vertically. Then you're going to stick your fingers up in this corner and just pinch it off, and we're going to sew right along the bottom so that it creates this little triangle right here. Okay, then you're going to do that to the other side. So turn it, turn it so that this seam is going vertically, pinch it off, and then you're just going to sew just a straight stitch. And you can see that I have done it about 1 inch or 1.5 inches from this point is where I started my seam up and down. Okay, and so after you've done that, just turn it right side out and see how that looks. So see, it just creates this kind of a base for the bag, almost like so that it can not really stand up, but that's the sort of idea. I think it just kind of helps it to fit the things that you want to put in the bag a little more nicely, so you have more room there at the bottom for them to sit on. So thanks for watching this tutorial on how to make a child's bag.